talk about fatherhood and the importance of a father in the black community and the missing elements, that's stopping us from black people from progressing to the highest form and being able to tap into success in a broad area. First thing or whatever, you know, a father is someone who takes responsibility for his seed. That's the first thing. The second thing, a father is someone who protects, provides, and points for his seed. He protects his family, he provides for his family, and he points them, he leads them, he guides them. You know, um, these are some of the missing elements in black America. That's why the crime rate, is so high because we have young men growing up without fathers, young men growing up without someone to guide them, young men without someone who can point for them, who can navigate for them, to show them where the pitfalls are, where they don't have to fall in the pitfalls and the landmines that are there. Young men are looking for a role model, looking for somebody to identify with. That's why the gangs are so prevalent because the fact of the father element being missing in the black community. So you have young men that identify with the gang because they're looking for acceptance. And here are a group of people that, whether how evil or how bad or misguided it may be, is someone that's showing them love and accepting them. What can we do about it? We can begin to, I think that it's time to fill in the gap. We have to come back and get surrogates to come back in the community and let's bring about a transformation progress. A progress where collectively we come in and we begin to teach, mentor. I think that's the essential thing right now that needs to be taking place in the black community. Mentor. We need black men to come back and begin to mentor. We need to treat other black young men like that was your son. It's time to take back responsibility. It's time to fulfill our potential, our purpose, or destiny. I feel like the black man is the most misunderstood being in the universe. I feel like the black man is the most wounded being in the universe. And in the same breath, I feel like the black man has so much potential, so much greatness that needs to be tapped into. And that's part of my mission. It's the empowerment of the black man. It's time for us as black men to take our place, and begin to be great, do great things, destroy the negative stereotypes, the stigmas, and just come from out of that place and begin to progress, understand our purpose, take care of our seeds, you know, treat our women with respect and dignity, and just go forth and be great. I'm part of that movement, and that's that's what this is all about. The black man, coming back and being fathers, taking care of responsibility and doing great things, and that's what this is all about. It's the movement of the empowerment of the black man. Steve Rose, and this is the first chapter in more stuff that I'm gonna give you all, via YouTube, via books, I'm bringing it to you raw, but it's the truth, and you hear it, you recognize it's the truth, because truth recognizes truth, and it's about empowerment, it's about us as black men taking our rightful place,